Hey guys, Mike Lawson here, coming live from Pennsylvania. And in this video, I want to give you 5 keys to be and stay self-disciplined. Some of you guys may have seen a post just a few hours ago on my page about FitBody. And it's a community that I was asked to do some personal development in. It is a paid group. It's something I'm excited to be a part of. And I just share these 5 keys inside that group. And I'm going to share them with you, but I'm not going to give you everything that I gave inside that community because, again, I did something special for that community. If you guys are interested in that whatsoever, it's absolutely an amazing group of people, people that just want to be in the best optimal condition they can be in, but also at the same time be in the best mind frame and have the best mindset that they can. So let's get into the 5 keys of self-discipline. Now, before I get into that, it's important to understand that the self-discipline must come from you. Let me give you an example. It can't come from anybody else. Listen, if you join the gym, right, and because you need to get into shape, you need to lose weight, you just want to feel better about yourself, and you hire a trainer, the goal is to hire that trainer to learn as much as you can, right? You might be dependent upon him or her in the beginning, but your goal is to get away from that trainer literally within a couple months. And here's why. Right? And I see this. I see the same people in the gym year after year with trainers, right? And they look the same. And it's not, I don't look at the person, right? I look at the trainer. I'm like, what is the trainer doing? Because the trainer is, that person, their client is a direct reflection of that personal training. And I shake my head sometimes, okay? But it must come from you. And here's what I mean by that. If you're just going to the gym and you have a personal trainer and they're keeping you accountable, and you're eventually going to hate it. You're eventually going to hate going, right? You need to be self-disciplined. You have to want to go, right? You should want to learn as much as you can, right? And look forward and to be excited about going. Be excited about eating better. To be excited about getting your mind right, getting your body right. Because if not, you're going to end up resenting that trainer. You're going to end up hating going, right? Because the discipline is not coming from you. It's coming from the trainer. The trainer is whipping your butt, okay? Telling you what you need to do. There's nothing wrong with learning, okay? But if you're depending upon other people to keep you disciplined, you're never going to be successful. I don't care what it is. Now, it's important to understand that discipline is not punishment, right? Sometimes we discipline our kids and our kids think that they're being punished. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is training, okay? Just in that example that I gave you, okay, with getting a trainer. But once you change your mindset, see, it's important to understand that, again, it's not a punishment, because if you're looking at going to the gym and hiring a trainer as punishment, you're going to hate going. You're going to resent that trainer. You're not going to want to go, and it's not going to last long term. Okay? But once you change your mindset, you're going to start welcoming self-discipline because it's training. Okay? So number one is to remove temptation. Now, you know what your weaknesses are. You know what your kryptonite is. If it's food, let's say it's donuts, well, don't go to Dunkin' Donuts to get your coffee, right? Go somewhere else. For me, ice cream is my weakness, okay? Ice cream doesn't last in my house longer than 24 hours, okay? Well, it has no chance in my house, right? So I just don't buy it. And if I do buy it, I know it's going to be gone that night. So leave it at the store, okay? Fill your house with, right? If food is your weakness, eating is your weakness, you're on a diet, just don't bring those bad foods into your house. Only put the good stuff in your house, because when you start craving, guess what? You'll eat something good, okay? So, and you want to eliminate those triggers, okay? And let's say, again, working out is instead of trying to, figure out how you're going to, get your clothes together and you're rushing around and you're using that as an excuse why you don't work out. Actually, my daughter just used this, oh, well, I have to run home and I have to get my clothes and this and that. Here's what I told her. Get a gym bag. Put your clothes in the gym bag. Put your sneakers in the gym bag. Put your pre-workout stuff in there, right? You want to literally eliminate those triggers so you can avoid and remove that temptation of not going to the gym. Being prepared. Number 2, you want to be healthy, both mind and body. Now, there's an acronym that I literally just learned, and I love it. It's called HALT, H-A-L-T. See, when we are hungry, when we're angry, when we're lonely, and when we're tired, that is when we are at our weakest. Okay, so you need to be conscious of it. So, here's what you need to do. When you're feeling hungry, you need to eat. Now, here's when, for me, when I overeat, and I think a lot of Americans and humans tend to overeat, is when they don't eat for a long time, right? And I know, dietitians and people in the health food industry, they're going to tell you need to be eating every 2 hours, 3 hours. I try to eat every 3 hours, because here's what happens when you get hungry. Sometimes you do get angry. I call it hangry, right? So, right, you want to make sure that you're eating consistently. You need to be healthy. When you get angry, what do? I know some of you guys are saying, "Why go eat?" No, when you get angry, you need to take a step back, get out of that situation. We know what causes us to get angry. We feel it coming on. Eliminate those distractions. Try to get out of those environments. Walk away. Take a deep breath. Take a walk around the corner. Okay? When we're lonely, listen. If you're lonely, pick up the phone and call somebody. Don't just text message them. Don't just send them a message on social media. Pick up the phone and call them. I mean, it's so important that we hear another human's voice, especially in the world that we're living in. I mean, technology is awesome, but it doesn't replace, the live voice of somebody, hearing them on the other line. Okay, so if you're lonely, pick up the phone and call somebody. If you're tired, again, listen to your body. You're tired. Get some sleep. I know, some experts say, you only need 2 to 3 hours of sleep. You need to be working around the clock if you want to become successful. I tend to disagree. You need to listen to your body. There's times that, maybe you can go a couple days like that. Okay, but if you do that for 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, you're eventually going to burn yourself out. Then what good are you? Okay, listen to your body. If you're tired, get the rest. Okay? Because when we're at our weakest, state, we're hungry, we're angry, we're lonely, we're tired, it is so hard to be self-disciplined. That's when we overeat. That's when we tend to yell at our kids maybe a little bit more. That's maybe when, we kick the dog. I know nobody does that, right? When we feel a little bit lonely, you might want to call somebody that, or rely on somebody, or do stuff that you shouldn't be doing because you're lonely or you're tired. When you're tired, right? You get hungry, you get angry, and you get lonely. So get some rest, okay? Now, number 3, don't wait for it to feel right to do something, right? I know a lot of people say, well, I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like doing this. A lot of times, you don't feel like doing it. The motivation comes from doing it. So don't wait for it to feel right. There's two main parts of our brain. I know there's a lot, but the 2 parts that I learned is the one part creates habits, and the other part is the decision-making part, and that's called the prefrontal cortex. Now, the habits is, did you ever drive somewhere and you didn't know how the heck you got there, right? Because you're on the phone, you're like, how the heck did I get here? I don't remember driving, right? Those are habits. The same habits that get you up at the same time every morning, okay? Those are habits. The same habits that I could be on the phone, I'm going down the ice cream aisle, okay? I could be on the phone, I could be texting, whatever, I could be on a conference, whatever, right? And I can still pick out the ice cream that I want and really not even paying attention. That's called habit. Where the other part of our brain, the prefrontal cortex, is the decision-making part of the brain. This is where, I need to pay attention when I'm in the health food aisle. I need to be buying the right stuff. Okay, now, when you go against the habits, it feels off. It doesn't feel right. Let me give you an example. Right? Let's say your dominant hand, you're right-handed. Okay? And you're writing with your right hand. Well, if you take that pen, you put it in your left hand, the writing is normal, right? It's writing with the left hand. It feels off. It doesn't feel right. So, don't worry about it feeling right. Do it anyway, because what you're doing is you're building new habits. And that's the most important part of being self-disciplined, is creating those new habits. Again, it's not going to feel right avoiding the ice cream aisle and going down the organic aisle. For me, personally, it didn't feel right. It felt a little weird. Right? I was like, am I one of those weirdos? Because I didn't understand what it was like to be healthy. No offense to anybody out there, right? But the point is, it didn't feel comfortable. So don't wait for it to feel right. Number 4 is to reward yourself. Listen, if you're on a diet and you're going, hardcore and you're eating clean 5, 6, 7, 8, 25 days in a row, you need to reward yourself for that. You need to take a break. Have a cheat day. There is nothing wrong with a cheat day. You'll enjoy it a lot more than instead of making your cheat day every day, right? So everything in moderation, right? Now, it's important that, even in business, you're working your butt off, right? I know some people, they're proud to tell everybody, oh, I'm working 7 days a week. That's not exciting. Like, you need to, take a day off, take a break. There's nothing wrong with, busting your butt, being an entrepreneur. I'm all for it. But I take Sundays off. Why? 6 days work, 1 day rest. It's in the Bible, right? So, again, you need to recharge. It's important to recharge. You're working your butt off. Let's say you haven't had a vacation in months. Take a vacation. Even if it's a drive to the mountains, a drive to the shore, just to spend some time alone, it's important to recharge those batteries, right? Being self-disciplined. You want to get better. You want to be successful. These are the tips. And number 5, last but not least, is to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself. I can't tell you how many people that I talk to, okay, some of my coaching clients, right, that they're so close to success, and the thing that's holding them back, once we peel back the onion, once we peel back all the problems and all the situations, I'm trying to figure it out. You have everything it takes to be successful. Why aren't you successful? And it comes down to something that happened in their past that they can't get over. And it's usually something silly. I mean, it's not silly to them because they've carried it, and they're carrying it, and they're carrying the weight on their shoulders for literally months and years, right? You need to forgive yourself. You need to give yourself permission, okay, to be successful. Give yourself permission to have a cheat day, okay? And listen, we're going to mess up. Maybe have a cheat day 2 days in a row. Maybe instead of eating 2 pieces of pizza, eat the whole pizza. Stop beating yourself up and get over it. Remember that. Get over it. We're going to mess up. We're human. Just acknowledge it. Jump back on the horse. Move forward. Listen, failure is not an option. The only way you fail, okay, you might be on a diet and you might not be doing well, right? You might be like, I just can't get over this addiction that I have to sugar. That's okay. Just keep working, keep plugging. Again, get the right support system, get the right coach, right? Forgive yourself. Stop beating yourself up, and you need to move on, because failure is only failure if you stop trying, if you give up. It's okay to fall down. Just don't stay down. Get back up, jump back on the horse, right? And keep going, keep pushing forward. But most importantly, forgive yourself. So you deserve to win. You deserve to have success. You deserve everything that life has to offer. You are a champion. So I hope you guys got some value out of this, but I had to share it. Again, if you guys have any interest in the Fit Body community, again, it's a community that I'm so excited to be a part of, to be offering, some business coaching, some self-development coaching, but also some of the other superstars that are in this group is absolutely awesome. So again, that's the post that you saw earlier on my page. But listen, I hope you guys got some value. If you did, drop the word value in the comments section. And I will be going live on Friday. So make sure you turn on the notification button. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care, everybody.